someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect from
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. Black shot.
Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now Jones.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Jones, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 6 now.
11.
Throwing Jones.
This is caught by Addison.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11. 12.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Looking to throw. Tomlinson. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
12, 10. Ready?
Off the play fake. Tomlinson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may get...
And this time will be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
St. Brown motioning left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Tomlinson.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Tomlinson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
St. Brown motioning left.
Ready.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on third and long. Tomlinson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Addison hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Touchdown!
Jordan Addison
From 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tomlinson.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Tomlinson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Tomlinson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Tomlinson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now Jones on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Ready?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 3rd down, Tomlinson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Runs through the contact.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage,
and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Eluding the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Blue straight. Blue.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tomlinson. And it'll be intercepted.
Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tomlinson. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he'll get this one way on just shy of the 45-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tomlinson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to throw. Tomlinson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tomlinson. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the give, here's Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10.
Fight 60. Hurry. Ready.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a 2nd back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
This is 1st and 10.
21. 11. 12. Great time.
Now Jones.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT.